All right, folks, in the rain, in the woods. It ain't raining too bad right now, but we're doing what we could do today, even with it raining. We're going to do the best we can. We've already done the best we could do. John's already taken off. But I'm going to go check out two things. I got to measure a job and I've got to check on a job. So that can be done in the rain. And here, I'll show you what we did here this morning in a minute. We didn't do a whole lot, but we did accomplish some things. But there's our ditches and chamber. We've got 3 ditches full of chamber, 30 footer, 100 footer, and another 100 footer. Now that 30 footer I've got to extend about another 12 feet or so. I do believe that's what John said. We'll see. Maybe not quite that. But anyway, folks, very, very important. If you dig your ditch for your chambers, very important that you get your chambers in there. Let's get a shot of me and it. It's very, ooh, I'm the color of the clay. It's very important that you get your chambers in there before the rain hits. So you dig your ditch and put your chambers in immediately. Otherwise, you're going to wish you had, because you're going to get what they call cave-in. And it's where the side, now it didn't happen here, but it did happen here the other day on this ditch. And it's where the side of your ditch, the rain causes it to collapse in on the chamber, or to collapse in the ditch, and then you got to hand dig it out. Now if it collapses in on the chamber, it's fine, but if it does it before you set the chamber, then you got to go down through there and hand dig all of that stuff out, and that's not fun. We've done that a time or 100. And anyway, so you can see the tank up yonder. Where are we at here? I can't see, but looks like that's the tank there, right there. Is that right? Yeah. So the tank's up there. The house is going to be up there, and we've got to come all the way down that hill there. So we've got to come all the way down from that tank right into here. And yeah, it's going to be a doozy. So it's always something, folks. I am telling you what, it is always something. And if you're in this business or any business like this, plumbing or remodeling or framing or trim carpentry work, especially remodeling, you're always going to run into issues. And of course, we have to run into rain, or we don't have to run into rain. We run into weather, bad weather, extreme heat, extreme cold, snow, rain, whatever, wind, and we have to deal with it. On this job here, I'll show you some of the stuff we have ran into. Well, one is that the homeowner asked us, we dug half of the ditch a couple of months ago, and the homeowner asked us if we could hold off. He's a friend of ours, so of course we didn't mind. He needed to shift some money around and take care of some things because he's building a house. And he just wanted us to stop and just make sure before we carried on that that money was put where it needed to be. And no problem at all. We had plenty to do. And so anyway, but we came and dug the ditch out by hand. It took us about 4 hours because of collapse, because of the rain, and the ditch, some of the ditch collapsed. Ditch is still real good though. So the tank is up here. And we'll have to come down. Yeah. So this is the toughest job we've ever done. Yeah. Toughest one we've ever done. Now, you might have done some tougher ones, but this is a tough one. And because the field lines are in the woods, which means you have to dig in the woods. And then we have to go down through there and cut all of the roots, which that took an hour. And then you got to pick them all up and get them out of the ditch. We had to deal with ditch collapse. And then we've got to run everything a long distance. Even our tank will be about 20 feet from the house. Can't help it. So when the house was plumbed out, they put the, sorry, I'm out of breath. That's actually a really steep hill. When the plumbing was put in, the underground, it was put in really deep. So we came out today and we located it because, well, it was really deep. And the guys, when they did the slab, they took the stake out for the end of the main sewer line, which we found that it's right here at this stake. Problem is that it's 4 feet deep, maybe even 4.5. So if it's 4.5 deep, it's going to put the septic tank right at its max as far as depth goes. So because of that, we're going to have to move the tank on down the hill a little bit right here, which is, believe it or not, there's a foot difference from this stake and 15 feet or 10 feet actually. So, well, not quite a foot. But anyway, so we're going to put it far away from the house because it goes downhill. The further you go, the more downhill it is, which is going to keep this about 3.5 foot deep, which 4 foot deep is really the max you want to put a plastic tank. You don't want so much dirt on top of that thing. And plastic tanks are the way to go in so many of our jobs. It's just the way to go because it's hard to get a septic tank truck, up a mountain or through the woods. It just is tough. So we go with the plastic. It just makes it easier for everybody, and they last forever. You just can't put them super deep. And so anyway, yeah, that's it. And so we cut the toilet pipe there, the big 4-inch short pipe there, and we ran our camera and locator down there and located it. But it's too wet to dig today. I wanted to dig and install the septic tank before the framers got here and started framing this thing. But I don't know if that's going to happen. It is soaked out here, just drenched. But it's always something, folks, always something. And this fella here, he's a friend of ours. He does our grading work. He's a grader. It's what he does, as you can see. But he, look at my boot. Look at that. So he poured this slab and it poured rain on it. And so it just ruined the slab. And I'm laughing, but it's a $5,000 mistake. And so he had to re-pour the slab. The day he re-poured it, rain started popping up in the area and wasn't supposed to be. You can see how swollen my sinuses are. They are swollen, folks. I'm having issues. But no, I'm not taking medicine if I don't have to. And so anyway, so it's a re-pour. So he's got, about a 10-inch thick slab there. House ain't going anywhere. But folks, if you go to purchase a container, listen, a little heads up for you. You go to purchase a container in this area, listen. So there are some scammers out there in the northwestern North Carolina area, East Tennessee, and they will get you, folks. They'll surely get you, and they'll take that money. Now, this guy is lucky the bank covered him on that. but they did rip him off. Whatever he paid for the container, they got him that, and got the bank, or the bank stopped payment, or I don't know how that worked out. But they tried to get him, that's for sure. They didn't. They didn't get him. If they got anybody, they got the bank. But yeah, scam. Had somebody try to scam me the other day. It was so funny. And I had them so mad because I played along for a long time. And they were furious. They cussed me out. Huh? After I talked about their mama. I ain't going to tell you what I said. But anyway, look at that. Lumber package here. I'm waiting. And so, like I say, it's always an issue. There's always something going on. So he noticed that the rain was washing out from up under the slab. So he came in the other day, poor guy. Always something. And he put the French drain in around the foundation drain in, which is basically a French drain around the house. You can see the truck. Pulled the excavator just in case I was going to be able to use it. Oh well, that's basically it. That's all I got to complain about. While I'm complaining, take a look at this little clip. It is that drop off right here. And you'll see all the chambers down there. And this was the other day. This wasn't today. This was a hot, sunny day. I think it was sunny. Well, you'll see in the video. And so I had to pull the truck down here because we can't put it on that other area. It's too soft. And I had to throw all the chamber down the hill and then take those chamber. Well, you'll see that clip. Well, the tank goes up there. The pipe will come down through here somewhere. Right through here. Under the driveway and into the field lines. John's down there getting things set up. Field lines are in the woods. I've got to take that pile of chamber, so we can't drive on this. It's too soft. So I'm going to take that pile of chamber that I dumped from up there and get it over to here.